Higgins outside the Road Stadium, West Ham Fan TV. Mike, much improved, much more energetic, much more organised, just lacking a little bit of firepower.
Yeah, definitely lacking up front. I said to loads of people before the game today, I quite happily had taken a draw before that game started. Obviously, given Lukaku up front and given his record against us, and it's like the last 8 or 9 games that he's scored against us.
9 in a row. Every game that he's ever played against us for Everton.
Today was all about keeping it tight at the back and obviously keeping out Lukaku. And we succeeded in both of those. I think we were really solid at the back. I think the stand-up performance. I'm actually glad that he did play that 3 at the back system because that looked like it worked.
I was calling for that today, to be honest. I thought that was going to work.
Do you know what? I mean, I know we're not Arsenal, but I mean, look at if it's not working for such a long time, and it's like you've got to change something. Like, look at what Arsenal did against Middlesbrough. They changed to a back 3. I don't know if that was more because obviously they had injuries and whatever. But we ain't Arsenal. I mean, it's all about West Ham at the end of the day. So, like, he obviously played Collins, Font, and Reed. Reed was a welcome addition back into the side. I think he made us look a lot more solid. I think having like Masaraku today, best player on the pitch for us, I'd say. Masaraku was really good. That's probably the best game that I've seen him have in a West Ham shirt today. Yeah. Really solid, making runs,
taking his men on.
Taking players on, like having one touch and then sort of,
To be honest with you, mate, I don't remember a lot of players doing that this year.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to stand there and say that the opposition were crap and that's why it made us look good. I actually think we did play well today. I don't think Everton were at their best today at all because I think I'm not going to give credit to Everton because I don't think they were that good at all today. I think that's probably the best game that we've played. I mean, tactically, he got it right today. Tactically got it right. Adrian still being Adrian because, I mean, it was a heart-in-mouth moment where you obviously had like it was again like with Lukaku by him and like if he lost that ball then it goes 1-0. It goes 1-0. So it must have been like a heart-in-mouth moment because it was for me. I'm sure it was for most other people around the stadium. It looks like now, even though that we've got so many injuries and everything to contend with, it looks like that the players that played today, I know it's only one game, but it looked like it was more of a settled, stable performance, I'd say. We weren't really threatened that much. Everton, I can't even remember how many shots did they have on goal? I don't think they had many shots on goal. And then the shots that they had on goal was probably outside the area as well. Lukaku just looked so average. And I think
into the Stoke and Spurs game in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
I feel a lot more comfortable today than I did a couple of weeks ago.
Well, obviously, with the other teams, I don't want to look at other teams' results because we can only influence what West Ham do. We can't.
It's in our hands. It's in our hands.
It is in our hands. I mean, we're now on 38, I believe. Obviously, Swansea, Hull, and Bournemouth winning today. I think the only ones that we've sort of got to be maybe worried about and maybe dragging us down a little bit more are Palace because they've got 2 games in hand over most of the teams above them. But I think, obviously going into Stoke away was in next weekend. It's got to be. You can't change much from that side, really. I'd sort of go with more or less the same side. One other player that I actually thought played really well today that I'm really going to get slated for, but what my observation was of him, Nordveit. I actually thought he had a really good game today. I thought he had been playing there for a long, long time. I mean, I don't know
his position, that foil in front of the back 5 today, just picking them up. Blocking them off.
He stuck to his task. He had the task to do. You could see that he was, sort of, as you say, was in front of that 5, and he was mopping up the stuff that obviously the defence behind him couldn't do. And I thought it was really good. I mean, Stoke, today? What was it? They lost away to Swansea, I think. So. Stoke are on a bit of a iffy run, but Stoke are sort of on that stage where they sort of, maybe the players are on the beach a little bit already. They're safe. They're not in any danger of going down. I think we could go there and nick a win, but I actually think we'd go to Stoke, I actually think we could draw at Stoke, and I actually think we'll bring it back here for the following week, the following Friday. I actually think we'll beat Tottenham here. I actually
Big,
think
bold statement.
I know it's a massive ask, because I know Tottenham have got class all over that. Like, obviously they're title contenders. They have been for the most part, but basically all season. They're going to take it to the wire. They are taking it to the wire. So it will be a massive game, but it's a London derby. It's our penultimate game at the London Stadium. Why not? Our fans are as good as any other fans in the land. If we raise the roof here on that night, then anything can happen. We just need to get behind the players. And I thought today, atmosphere was flat today. I didn't think that there was that much atmosphere, because the game itself wasn't really that exciting, shall we say. But I do actually think against Tottenham, I think the crowd is going to be key. I think the crowd's going to be key. We're going to have Mark Noble back. We're going to have... It shouldn't really be about who's playing in that side. It should be the 11. I know, obviously, given that we're missing Antonio, we no Carroll, no whoever else is injured at the moment. I think, we've just got to... We've got to dig in. We've got to deal with the card that we've been dealt. Deal with the card that we've been dealt, and just do as well as we can. But honestly, I think we can come here when we next game here. I think we can beat Tottenham. I do.
Mike, thanks for coming.